They let us have fun. And next thing that you know, I commit a ma'asiyah. يقول والله وكأنه عجل مذبوح. He said, Wallahi, he's crying as though he's a cow that is being slaughtered. فقلت يا أخي أما سمعت قول الله قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا. يا عبد الله, didn't you hear the statement of Allah? O my servants, الذين أسرفوا, who excessively wrong themselves, لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Do not give up hope in the mercy of Allah. وسبحان الله, خلوة يا إخوتي في الله بامرأة خلوة. وإذا ما خلوت الدهر يوما فلا تقل خلوت ولكن قل علي رقيب. ألم ترى أو أما ترى أن اليوم أسرع ذاهب وأن غدا للناظرين قريب. Don't you see, يا إخوتي في الله, how the time, the passage of time, how is passing by and we don't know? And I recited this ayah to this young man, and he said, Wallahi inna Allah la yaghfiru kullu ahadin illa ana. Allah will forgive everyone illa ana. And he turned. He said, I was shocked with this statement. But he turned to me and he said, Azanait? Did you commit a zina? فقلت أعوذ بالله. قال إنك إذن لا تحس بعذابي. He said, then you don't feel me. You don't understand what, you never commit a zina. You never spend the time with the women that is haram for you to be with. Therefore you can never relate the pain that I'm going through. For wallahi min dhaka al-yawm ma namt. From that day I did not sleep. He said, wallahi, we got on the plane and a man was crying. We landed and the man was crying. And I said to myself, exchange information with this man. And inshallah, a day or two, the man will forget about all this, like we all do. We all do forget about our sins. We get loans from the bank, we forget that sins. We lie and we forget that sins. We do haram and we forget that sins. Why? Because the iman, the level of iman is low. So I said to myself, exchange information and leave him for 2 days. He said, shortly after that, he calls me and he said, I would like to meet. And I say to myself, I told you so. The man came back to his sins. كانت حرارة التوبة وانقضت. It was just the pain of the tawbah and it vanished. And the man said, أخي لم أتيك زائرا. I did not come to visit you. I came to say goodbye to you. I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the police and I'm going to submit myself so they can kill me and stone me. فقلت يا عبد الله أجننت? Are you out of your mind? Don't you know that you're married? Don't you know the ruling of a married individual who commits a zina? Don't you know that the hukum is that you will be stoned? And not only that, the wife will know about it. And bigger and greater, your family will be shamed. قال إنهم لا يغنون عني من الله شيئا. He said, they cannot protect me from Allah. They cannot protect me from Allah. Allah is the only one I should be concerned. I said to him, Akhi, remember the ayah. قال لا. قال اعطيني واحدة. Give me one thing. Just one thing. And I will tell you, after that, do whatever you want to do. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله لكم فاستغفروه إنه الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. نشهد أنه بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين. إخوتي في الله، تقدموا يرحمني ويرحمكم الله، وأذنوا لإخوانكم الدخول إلى المسجد, and allow your Muslim brothers to enter the masjid of Allah. Ya ikhwati fillah, to pursue the story with this young man. He said, I will call the alim of the city, the alim of the country, and if he tells you, go ahead and submit yourself to authority, then go ahead. But if he tells you you cannot do this or you should not do this, then listen to him. قال قبلت, I accept your offer. I will call the sheikh. And the sheikh said, قد ستر الله عليك فاستر على نفسك. Allah has covered your sin, so cover your sins from the people. And he said after that, I called the sheikh once again. And when I called the sheikh said, this young man that you were asking question about, keep calling me until he disturbed me. And he told me, Ya sheikh, on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, أتعلق برقبتك. On the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, I will hold you by the neck until Allah frees me from this sin. فقال الشيخ لك ذلك. That is yours. قال, then the young man said finally, I will ask Allah to forgive me in Hajj, and I'm going for Hajj. So he went for Hajj. On the second day of Tashriq, I saw this young man from a distance, and I said, Ya Fulan, Ya Fulan, and he looked at me, and he ran away from me. And I said, Subhanallah, ما الذي غير قلبه? What have changed his heart towards me? What did I do to him? I'll call him after he goes back. And I got together with him after we went back home from Hajj. And I said, Ya Akhi, why don't you come to me? He said, Ya Akhi, Wallahi, I made Hajj alone. And from Mina to Arafah I walked. From Arafah to Muzdalifah I walked. From Muzdalifah to Mina, to the Haram, I keep walking all the masha'ir. أسأل الله أن يستر علي ويغفر لي زلتي. I'm asking Allah to forgive my sin. He says, Subhanallah, أرمي الجمرات. I do the stoning, I see my sins. I walk through the masha'ir, Safa wa Marwa, I see my sins. I do the tawaf around the Kaaba, and I'm ashamed that I am in the house of Allah. What would I say to Allah? He said, if on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah قال لي أزنيت يا عبدي, have you committed zina on my servant? I would say yes. What would I say to Allah? يوم لا يخفى, the day that nothing would be hidden from Allah and from the people. He said this young man was in that state until, MashaAllah, he became Hafid al-Quran. He memorized the book of Allah. And then, but he was still crying and crying until one day, Ya ikhwati fillah, to make a long story short, one day, while we were reading the story of the Salihin, وَكَانَ بَعْدُ السَّلَفِ يَقُولُونَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ الصَّالِحُونَ نَزَلَتِ الرَّحْمَةِ. Some of the ulama of the Salaf used to say, if the stories of the Salihin is mentioned, the mercy of Allah comes down. So we were reading the stories of the Salihin, the story of Rabi' bin Khayb. And this story goes like this, Ya ikhwati fillah. People of the city were fed up because of his righteousness. Not that he took away their women, or he was competing with them in business. They were fed up because he was a righteous man. So they went to this lady, prostitute, and they said to her, لَكَ أَلْفُ دِينَارٍ. We will give you 1,000 dinar For you? She said, for what? قالوا قبلة.